Hey guys, and welcome back to the Woolen Homestead. This is a channel all about knitting, spinning, and hand dyeing yarn. My name is Tiffany and I'm coming to you from Midland, Michigan. You can find me on social media as the Woolen Homestead, as well as the yarn that my husband and I dye at thewoolenhomestead.etsy.com. You'll also find links below in the description box to all those places. So welcome back everyone if you're a returning viewer, and hello if you are new. Today is Sunday, November 26, 2017. And yeah, I hope you guys all had a good Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S. I did. I had a great Thanksgiving. I got to see my mom, my sister, my brother, all their kids. It was great. So yeah, I've got a new setup. It's pretty big. My husband surprised me with these shelves the other day, and so I've got a place to, put all my yarns and, just kind of have a nice little backdrop for the podcast. So I really appreciated that. All of that up top is mostly fingering weight, and there's a couple of hand spun yarns up there and a couple of hand dyed DK weight skeins. But yeah, so that's mostly what's up there. And then I've got in some bins downstairs, I've got some of my heavier weight yarns and my spinning fibers. So yeah, I've got some knitting books back there, my mugs, I've got some gobstopper self-striping balls. And yeah, I really, really like this. So I'm really excited. Sorry about the harsh light coming through. I'm still going to be working on that. If I put the shade down, you see like the marks. So it doesn't look too good. So this is a little bit later though than I usually podcast, so that's why the sun's kind of in a weird spot anyways. But yeah, so I guess let's get into it. Oh, I'm also wearing my Find Your Fade today. I wore it a little bit differently. Instead of wearing it like bandana style, I like put it like the middle part over my shoulder here, and then I wrapped both around this way. So that's kind of how I'm wearing it today, just trying out different things. And I put little knots in the end of it just to kind of hold it in place. Yeah, and I'm liking that so far. So, yeah, that's what I'm wearing. And I figured I want to start out the podcast with group stuff. So the group is the Woolen Homestead. It's on Ravelry in the groups tab. And you can feel free to join it. And what I'm just going to talk about like what we've got going on in there. So currently we have the Basket of Mittens Cal. It's a year-long knit-along. You can just knit mittens and enter them there. We are going to be having it next year as well, so keep a lookout for that. There's no minimum requirement to enter. If you knit a pair of mittens, you can pop it in the finished objects thread. And then other than that, we've got a new thread going on. It's called Show Off Your Woolen Homestead Pride. So if you have knit anything with our hand-dyed yarn, you can post it in there, and it's just kind of fun to see what people have knit. I really, really enjoy seeing it, so feel free to show off your things there. And then we've also got a chatter thread started for the Battle of the Brioche knit-along, which will be starting in January, and that's just going to be knitting brioche together. Works in progress will count, and so if you want to start something now, you can. But yeah, it's just kind of inspiring if you've been wanting to try brioche, but you're a little nervous. We're just kind of chatting in there. I have some different patterns in like a bundle in the group. So if you're looking for inspiration for different patterns, you can check that out. And yeah, we're just kind of talking about what we want to knit on. So that is what is going on in the group. Other than that, I have one finished object this week, but I cannot show it to you because it is my super secret Christmas knitting. If you do want to have a sneaky peek, you can go head over to my Instagram and you can see it there. The person that I knit them for does not have Instagram, but they do watch this podcast. So that is finished, and but once Christmas is over with, I will show a picture on here. Other than that, I have had a lot of works in progress. So the big thing that I've been working on lately has been vanilla socks. I'm trying to finish up most of my, if not all of my vanilla socks by the end of the year. That's my like mini goal. So we'll see how close I can get to that. So right now I've got my vintage Christmas sock going. And this is a colorway that we carry in the shop. I think we have one skein of this left currently. Because we're having a sale, which I will talk more about in the shop news segment. And then I just added this little red heel, which I'm planning to make up little mini skeins for heels, toes, and cuffs, at least for heels and toes, to the shop, that if you want to add them on to, like, if you want to buy any Christmas yarn and you want to add on, you know, a little contrasting color, you can. Because I also dyed it up in green, and so I'm going to be doing that for the toes, and then vice versa on the other pair. So yeah, so that's how Vintage Christmas knits up. Just kind of fun, kind of stripey. So I just got past the heel on that, and then I've been working a little bit on the other one, which I don't really need to show, just a little bit, just because I don't really want to do 2 at a time socks, but I don't really have second sock syndrome, but I just want to, like, I don't know, I like having them both going at the same time. The other sock that I've been working on is from a sock blank, and I'll show the sock blank in a minute too, but this is the second sock from that. These were actually my birthday cast on socks, which my birthday was in May, so it's been a bit. But this little stitch marker is where I was the last time I showed this on the podcast. So this was my Black Friday knitting. When we were out Black Friday shopping, I took this with me, and I was just past the heel, and so I got all that done. So I was pretty proud of myself for that. But this is the blank. And this is from a shop on Etsy called Knitty and Color. And this is what's left of it. It's so fun. So I'm really enjoying this. I really like working from a sock blank. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, that's the sock knitting that I've got going. I plan on casting on one more sock for the Christmas Eve cast on. So I'm hoping to have most of those done before then, and then be able to finish up the Christmas Eve cast on by the end of the year. But that's only like 2 weeks, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. 2 weeks once you cast on. So, let's see, what else have I been working on? Oh, my songbird mittens. Oh, and I guess if anybody is interested, how I knit my socks is 64 stitches on size US 1 needles. I prefer a 9-inch circular needle. That's my favorite for a vanilla sock. And I just usually do a 2x2 rib. But I am going to try to dabble in using size zeros just to see what it's like. I have a pair or a set of DPNs in size 0, and so I'm going to try that for the next pair of socks I cast on. But other than that, I have been working on my songbird mittens, and oh my gosh, the color work bug has bit me. So the little stitch marker on here is where I was at last time, and so that's what I've got done, and I am just loving it. So this is like the little like branch that the bird sits on, and I'm loving this. And then here's the back, and then that's where the thumb will go. And I just really, really, really am enjoying this pattern. I was watching the Yarngasm podcast, Kristen, and she's been putting up tutorials on knitting color work where you hold both strands in your left hand, so like for continental, and that's what I have switched to for this. I was doing one color in each hand, and I love the way that she does it in that video, and I've been kind of cruising along a lot quicker that way. I really like it. So if you are a color work knitter or wanting to try color work, I would give that a shot because I really like it. And the yarn that I'm using these are actually both of my yarns. The white is obviously, it's just a non-dyed yarn, but that's on my sturdy sock base. And then this is also my sturdy sock base, but it's just this blue with little hints of red and like pink throughout, which they are very, very subtle, like especially knit up, they're very subtle, but it's just kind of fun. So those are my songbird mittens. I love them, and I'm so excited. I'm really, really liking color work a lot. So other than that, I also have been working on my monkey socks by Cookie A, and I'm using my sweater weather colorway. And this colorway has gone through a lot of variations. So it is still, we don't have it currently in the shop, but it is going to be, the method of dyeing is going to be changed. So there will be a new version eventually. I'm not sure when that will be, but probably not till next year. Let's see. Ethan's actually, usually I podcast on Mondays, and Ethan usually dyes yarn on Sundays, and so today's Sunday, so he's outside dyeing yarn right now, and I happen to have today off, so I thought I would podcast today, so that's what I am doing. And so I don't have any of the new yarns to show, but he is busy bee today because you guys really cleaned us out for the weekend sale, so I appreciate that. So he's gonna try and get everything stocked back up real quick so we can you know, have another update this Friday and fill everything back up for you guys. So thank you. So here are my sweater weather socks, which oh my gosh, I love it. And this little Progress Keeper, which I forgot to talk about the Progress Keeper on my mitten, but it's this by the same artist. This is Little Bitty Delights. And this pumpkin pie, it's just too much. I love it. It's just the cutest thing ever. But I am loving this pattern. It's really nice. I just use the chart and I just kind of work on this while we're watching TV, and it's fairly simple and pretty easy to follow, and I wouldn't say it's mindless, but like I don't have it memorized by any means. Me personally, I don't know, I'm sure someone could, but I don't have it memorized, but I like the effect that it makes. And I feel like it goes quicker for some reason. Like you'd think that like a vanilla sock would go quicker, but because you're so, you know, busy like paying attention to the chart and stuff, that I feel like it goes really fast. So those are my monkey socks, and those are almost ready for the heel, like super ready for a heel. So I'm excited. And I only have that one started. So I'll have to do the other one still. And let's see, that's it for what I've been working on. Trying to get everything off the needles as much as I can before the end of the year. That was my like original plan way at the beginning of the year. And that's not going to happen. So I'm going to try and move to get the sun out of the way. Okay, so I'm not really having much luck with the sun, so I'm just going to kind of lean forward a little bit. We'll see how that works. Yeah, like I said, this is not the usual time of day that I record. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm usually recording by like, I'd say noon. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. So next I'm going to talk about shop stuff. So the shop is at thewoolenhomestead.etsy.com. There's also a link below in the description box for that. We will be having a shop update this Friday, December 1st at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like usual. And we just did not have one this last Friday since it was Black Friday, Thanksgiving week. We just had so much going on. Ethan wasn't able to get any dyeing done. I had to work a 7-day stretch at work, so that's why there was no podcast. So we just decided to do a sale instead. So now the sale is still going on. It started Black Friday and it's continuing until Cyber Monday. So you'll have all day Monday tomorrow, the 27th, to still do some shopping if there's anything you see here that you like. So I'll show you what is left. So I still have Hagrid's Happy Hour on DK, which I talked about pairing this with this green. I'm going to make one of these for myself, a shawl. And I just love it with that mossy green. I love it so much. So that's something you could do with that. Or you could do like a hat, mittens, cowl. You could do, you know, a 2-color shawl like I was saying. We've also got Dr. Filibuster's Fireworks on DK as well. Harry Potter fans. And I think that's it for DK. We've got Baby It's Cold Outside on singles, which I do plan on adding this on a sturdy sock base, because I know not everybody wants to knit with singles, but if you are looking for a singles, this is one that we've got in the shop. And I can't remember the micron count, but it's very soft. I want to say it was like 19, but it's super incredibly soft. I've also got one skein left of Vintage Christmas. And we've got 2 of these. This is peppermint bark, just like a pinky red tonal. And we have candy cornucopia and sturdy sock. We have 1 skein of Back to the Fuchsia on sturdy sock. There are, let's see, I think there are 2 of these. Hagrid's Happy Hour on merino cashmere nylon. And this is so soft. I love this. And this is a 3-ply. I don't know if you can see the plies really well, but I love this yarn. Oh, we've got 1 of these. This is Homemade Christmas. I think this is just so neat. So that's Homemade Christmas. And I believe that is it. So, yeah. Yep, that is it for what is in the shop. So that's the lowest it's been in a while. So thank you guys very much for participating in the sale. And it is, you do not need a coupon code to shop the sale if you want to. And there is still free shipping on all US orders. So yeah, take advantage of it while you can. Like I said, it's only going until, it'll be through Cyber Monday. So including Cyber Monday. So yeah, other than that, just life stuff is what I've got left. Let's see. The last time I talked to you guys was 2 weeks ago. So I realized after I had podcasted that I usually have Monday, Tuesdays off. I realized that I was going to have to work Monday, Tuesday that following week. So I wasn't going to have a day off for another 7 days. And so I was like, oh, oops. So otherwise I would have, let you guys know that I wouldn't be talking with you that week. But so I just did a lot of dog grooming. Got every puppy all ready for their Thanksgiving Day festivities. And we went down to my mom's. She lives about an hour and a half away. And like I said, I saw my brother, his wife, their babies, and then my sister and her husband and their babies, which are now like preteens, which is so weird. But yeah, it was really good to see them. And we just had a really nice day and hung out. The guys watched football, and we just joked around and just caught up with family. It was really nice. So then we came back on Thanksgiving night and had some pie with Ethan's family and just kind of chit chat. And then we were looking at the Black Friday ads, and this was the first year I had Black Friday off in 6 years. So usually we'll kind of go shopping, but I usually work by like 12:30. But it makes for a long, long day because I usually work till 9 o'clock. And if we go Black Friday shopping, we're up at like 5. So it's a lot. So this year I actually got it off, and we didn't go like crazy or anything. We just wait until the ads come out. We kind of see what's there. Like, oh yeah, well, let's check this out. We kind of like pick out the places that we wouldn't mind stopping at, but we don't go like crazy. Like we don't go, we didn't go on the night of Thanksgiving this year. Sometimes we do, but like it's very relaxed if we go. But we didn't this year because we were just too tired. But Black Friday morning is now like not busy at all because people go out on Thursday night. So it was so funny. We're like, this is not Black Friday. But it was kind of nice for shopping. We just got to go in, get what we wanted, and I don't know, it was kind of cool. But yeah, so that was fun. Nothing crazy happened. Everyone was very nice, and so that was good. We are looking at getting a new camera for the podcast, which I'm really, really excited about, to have kind of an upgrade for the channel. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully, we're checking to see what Cyber Monday deals there are, and then we'll probably be purchasing it tomorrow. So I'm really, really super excited about that. It's also going to, amp up the quality of our, our product shoots and things like that. So I'm so excited. So excited. And then we're hoping to take our Christmas card pictures tomorrow. And so I'll share that on here with you guys once we get those done, which Ethan usually takes them. He has a remote for his camera. He has a really nice DSLR, and so we'll go out in the woods, we'll take the dogs with us and take pictures sometimes. And so we're going to do that tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, we are going to Bronner's, which if you are from Michigan, you know what Bronner's is. But if you're not, it is a huge Christmas store. I talked about it last year on the channel, and I did a little vlog of it. So I'm probably going to do another vlog of it. And so you guys can check that out. But it's huge. It's open 365 days a year. It's ginormous, and it's crazy busy at this time of year, but it's a lot of fun. So we are going there on Tuesday, and then we're going to purchase our tree, and so we'll have a tree up here, and yeah, just total Christmas spirit. So I'm excited. But so yeah, I know this is a little shorter of an episode, but that's all I've got for you guys this week. The sun is really messing things up, so hopefully next week there will be a new camera if I can figure out how to work it, and hopefully there will be maybe a few more things that I'll be able to talk to you guys about. So I hope you guys are well and happy and healthy, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.